Hey, how's it going, guys? This is Ray Weiss from Conflict Simulations LLC, and this is a quick video just detailing three of our newest releases. This is from the Destroy All Monsters Operational series, and the games are Army Group North, Army Group Center, and Army Group South. They're individual games on their own, and combined together they cover the complete start of Barbarossa, all of 1941. This is a special map that we sell on the site. That's a canvas map that combines all three maps together. So you can choose to grab that if you want, if you end up getting the game. I just want to give a quick example of combat because it's fairly unique in this game. The main thing to get out of it is that this white box with a red numbering, that indicates that a unit has a zone of influence. And let's take a look at this one. A zone of influence means that the unit is special. It means it can participate in concerted attacks, which are special attacks that grant positive die roll modifiers, and he can also react to enemy movement. That's important. So, like, let's say, there was this guy over here, let's pretend, and this stack of German units was heading towards him. Okay, and let's pretend he's, he has a 7. So since he has a 7, he would roll 2d6 in combat. That means his zone of influence is 2 hexes. So for demonstrative purposes, let's put him 2 hexes away. Oh, sorry, that sound you hear is my cat. He's playing with a toy. I apologize. Okay, so where was I? Let's pretend that this German stack is going to attack this Russian unit. So combat is in hex. So after he moves into that hex, then this guy can now roll dice. He rolls 2d6. If he gets a 9, which he does, he can move into the hex now and contribute to the combat. So the combat now is, instead of just that one lone Russian unit, it's all of these against these two instead of one. Now, what's important to note is that a whole stack will get a zone of influence just from one unit having it. So that whole German stack would have had a zone of influence. And that's important because a zone of influence allows them to make special attacks. And let's see if I can find them here. So there's a Grand Assault, which is gives you a +1 +1 DRM on the combat. You have to spend 2 movement points. And there's also a penetration attack, if I can find it. Oh, here it is. It's a Russian version. The penetration attack, you have to spend all of your movement points. You have to be adjacent to an enemy unit. And it gives you a +2 to the combat. There's a bunch of other modifiers, too, depending on if the units are in supply. If they're not, they can lose dice that they roll in combat. It's very dynamic. And then also basically the postures, what they do is depending on which postures you choose, meaning the attack plan, which is the MP spent by the attacker, and the defensive posture, it has a number of effects on combat. So if, like, for example, the attacker decided to attack with 0 MP spent and the defender decided to delay, the defender would receive a +2 DRM in combat, and both of them would subtract 1 loss point from whatever the result is. So it's kind of like, if you remember this old game, Atlanta Campaign, it came with these cards that had these different postures on it. It's the same idea. You each side will sort of like pick a posture, and they have to pick the postures before they necessarily commit to the combat. And then it can have a variable outcome on the effect. It's not just a straight, attacker, retreat, whatever else. Losses are done in SP. So like a 6 SP unit could go down to 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Long story short, this game basically utilizes a bunch of mechanics not normally seen in World War II games and sort of uses all of them. And what results, I think, is a fairly unique, interactive, no downtime, unique simulation of Barbarossa. Thanks again for checking out the video. This has probably not been that great of a summary, but hopefully it's been useful for you. My name's Ray Weiss. Again, the games are Army Group North, Army Group Center, and Army Group South, part of our Destroy All Monsters operational series. And you can find these on our website at www.consimsltd.org. No, it's .com. I'm so sorry. consimsltd.com. Thanks. Have a great one. Thanks for checking out the video. I appreciate it. Bye-bye.